My name's Davida Shinsky, and you're listening to Live Without Limits. We cover topics around mental health, psychology, anything that keeps you from reaching your fullest potential. And one of the reasons we do this is that we want to help you overcome any limiting beliefs that you may have. Today, we're talking about survivor guilt. How do you know if you're experiencing it? And 6 ways to help. Surviving a life threatening situation is emotionally turbulent for various reasons. You might wish that you had done more at the time of the event. You might feel guilty for others getting hurt at the expense of yourself, and you might feel guilty as though you've done something wrong for surviving while others didn't. If that last sentence hit home, you might have something called survival guilt. This term was the first coined to describe those who survived the Holocaust. However, the same concept can also be applied to those who have been in life-threatening car crashes, wars, natural disasters, and many, many more. So in this presentation, we'll take a closer look at what survivor guilt truly means, the signs, the causes, and how you can begin to overcome it. So what is survivor guilt syndrome? Survivor guilt happens when a person survives something that others didn't. Afterward, they may feel immense guilt over surviving while others didn't. You might question why you're still here, but the others aren't. You might also think about whether you could have prevented their deaths. And you might also question the actions that you did take. Many mental health experts categorize survivor guilt as a symptom of PTSD, or what is post traumatic stress disorder. It's further been described as the fingering shadow, or rather the lingering shadow of those who couldn't be saved. What are symptoms of survivor guilt? The extent of one's symptoms depends on the unique individual and the situation that they survived. Some signs and symptoms of survivor guilt include irritability, feelings of hopelessness, lacking motivation, flashback, mood swings, obsessive thoughts about the event, appetite changes, weight loss, headaches, trouble sleeping, difficult concentrating, and fear, confusion, suicidal thoughts. In fact, survivor guilt can significantly impact a person's day-to-day life, which is why it's often so important to seek out your help and support that you need and deserve. So, what is an example of survivor guilt? War, 9/11, Holocaust, car crashes, natural disasters, life changing events. First responders can also experience this, as can anyone who experiences or witnesses a traumatic event. A 2018 study even indicated that 90% of individuals seeking treatment for a traumatic stress disorder experienced feelings of guilt. Is survivor guilt a form of trauma? Technically, yes. Anger, guilt, and shame are common emotions to experience after a traumatic event or situation. If you feel any of these lingering emotions, we encourage you to seek out professional help. So, how do you let go of survivor guilt? Through survivor guilt, or rather, yes, through survivor guilt, isn't easy by any means. It is possible. Here are a few tips that you can move through to undeniably tough time. Practice self forgiveness. This can be the hardest part of all. We all always are our worst critics. Offering yourself compassion and forgiveness, even if your actions harmed another, is impact to focus on as you heal. This will help you move past what is holding you back and help you move forward in a more positive way. Feel your feelings. Grieve what has happened. Accept that it's okay to feel sad and angry. While these emotions sometimes may not feel rational, this is completely normal. If we don't feel these feelings now, they may come out in other, less healthy ways later on. It may further help to talk to a trusted family member or friend. If this isn't possible, a therapist is the perfect person to offer a compassionate hand and support. Turn your attention to other factors that cause the event or situation. While we can blame ourselves all day, it's important to recognize other contributing factors. We aren't the sole cause, even if it's hard to see it right now. Turning your attention to these external factors can help you let go of self blame and being to move forward toward healing. But positivity out of, okay, put positivity out into the world. This can mean different things to different people. For some, they might find great fulfillment from volunteering within their community. For others, it might be about helping a friend move or doing something nice for someone you care about. Even donating blood is a significant act of kindness that fosters positivity. Remind yourself that it's normal to feel this way. Just because we feel guilty, it doesn't mean we've done something wrong. Guilt, anxiety, fear, sadness, anger are all completely normal emotions to feel after a traumatic event. And yes, you can feel relieved about surviving and guilty about others that don't. These can coexist. Seek out professional help. If you continue to experience flashbacks, fear, and more that hinder your daily life and mental health, seeking the guidance of a professional can help you through this difficult time. This is especially important if you've had any thoughts of suicide, even suicide I, I, ideation. Your therapist or counselor can help you diagnose what you're experiencing and provide coping methods and techniques to help you through it. Accept yourself for where you are now. It's okay to feel guilty. It's completely normal after a traumatic event. It can be difficult to cope with and manage these intense emotions. Seek out help or a support group. Connect with those you love. This can help you feel less overwhelmed and determine your path forward. And remember, it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to sit in that survivor guilt feeling or whether you want to make personal changes to your life. It's always up to you. You're the only one that can decide whether or not you want to seek help.